What are annoying Zionists up to today?
It is the Palestinians that are occupying Jewish lands.
Let's talk about this. Assalamu alaikum, what's going on everybody? People have been DMing me this video, and with good reason of course, of this well-known Israeli propagandist, this Zionist who keeps taking the internet by storm. But before we check him out, let's subscribe. Please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. It kinda helps. Now, let's break this down.
Let the games begin.
We all heard these two famous words, Free Palestine. The people who are using this phrase are divided into two groups. One, they hate Israel. That's all they care about. And number two, they know nothing about the history of Israel.
Oh, interesting. You mean the history of Israel that started in 1948 when, Israel committed the mass ethnic cleansing of Palestinians known as the Nakba, and, whereby hundreds if not thousands of villages were leveled to the ground, and, like 700,000 Palestinians were forced to become refugees and were kicked out of their homes, uprooted, and, till this day there's like, well, man, maybe just like 5 million Palestinians who are refugees and cannot return home. Are we talking about that history?
He's got a point, nice Sarge.
And probably never visited Israel. Why am I so sure?
Yeah, why are you so sure? Have you heard of people like Israeli-American Miko Peled? The son of an Israeli military general? Have you read his book? Or people like Dr. Norman Finkelstein and other countless Jewish organizations that oppose Israel's oppression of Palestinians. Also, did I mention that over 5 million Palestinians can't go home? Because, Israel won't let them? Yeah, this human piece of trash keeps saying that because these Palestinians never visit Palestine, they don't know what they're talking about. No, honey. No. Habibi. It means they know exactly what they're talking about. Because, I don't know if I mentioned this, but over 5 million Palestinians cannot go back home. Because of Israel. Shh.
They are trying to justify their cause by using history. But if we actually look at history in this land, we find Jewish evidence everywhere that is much older than Palestine.
Anyways, then he goes on this 2-minute rant of how thousands of years ago Jews lived there, therefore Israel has the right to do whatever it's doing right now, but allegedly it's not doing it, but it is doing it. It's not doing it, but it is doing it.
Yeah, I'm confused too. We're confused.
By the way, Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived in Palestine before Israel decided to take the land by force and call it theirs. That's when 700,000 Palestinians were kicked out of their homes, and now over 5 million Palestinians can't go back home. Shh, I'm not sure if I mentioned that.
One more time.
But anyways, let's use his logic. Based on your logic, you're saying we can use history from thousands of years ago to make land theft valid? So what you're telling me is that any Italian can go to any land that used to be under the Roman Empire hundreds or 1,000 years ago, and they can just claim it? You know what? Keep that energy going, baby. Keep that energy. I like it. So you're telling me that Muslims can go to any country, like, I don't know, let's say Spain. We can just go to Spain and take back that land that we had during Andalusia, Al-Andalus? Do let me know. Asking for a friend. Or are you just trying to use history to, I don't know, 1,000-year-old history to, like, justify ethnic cleansing and genocide of Palestinians? Who said that?
So if anything, it is the Palestinians that are occupying Jewish lands. So if we go by their standards, it is us that need to free Israel from Palestinian occupation.
You are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is gonna steal it.
No one.
Thank you. Have a good day. יפה, גש.
The youngest was just 9 years old.
Israel says it's targeting terrorists. Please stop this.
It is us that need to free Israel from Palestinian occupation.
I'm sorry, what? And listen, Mr. Sibni Bhali Ya Naftali, some dramatic scenes and some cinematic music that you got some high school student to do for you. It will not erase 70 plus years of oppression, genocide, ethnic cleansing that Israel has committed against Palestinians and continues to commit against Palestinians.
Today, Palestinians are occupying Israeli land. This is the truth.
Where have we heard this statement before?
But I'm gonna say it anyway, because it's true.
There it is. You following in Papa's footsteps?
It is not Palestine that is under occupation, but Israel.
Go on.
Now, I don't think that the solution is to uproot Palestinians from their homes. I believe in finding a peaceful solution. If I called to uproot Palestinians from their homes, people would call me radical.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Mr. Sibni Bhali Ya Naftali. I'm not sure if you're aware of the fact that the Israeli government has previously and till this day continues forced evictions, ethnic displacement, uprooting Palestinian families in Sheikh Jarrah and Salwan and Beta and other places.
Call to uproot Jews from their homes, and nobody calls them radical. People cheer them up. People cheer up hate and not peace. This is absurd. Hate brings more hate. Peace brings more peace.
يا وحش يا بطل يا ولد الله عليك. Peaceful solution. But Mr. Sibni Bhali Ya Naftali, if you're for the peaceful solution and not for uprooting the Palestinians. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but you know, 1948, the Nakba, 700,000 Palestinians made refugees, and over 5 million Palestinians till this day cannot go back home because of Israel. Did I mention that? I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. In the spirit of your positive energy of peaceful solutions, could you like stop bombing Gaza? You know what I mean? Especially after signing a ceasefire.
This is absurd.
Anyways, I'll conclude this. This is just another normal day. Just a day in the world of Zionism where the truth doesn't matter, facts aren't real, and misinformation is key to success. Great job, Mr. Sibni Bhali Ya Naftali, but sorry to tell you, the jury's in. Ethnic cleansing and genocide are Israel's motto. Anyways, I'm done with this video. Just another day debunking Zionist propaganda. It's been a pleasure, and until next time, free Palestine.
على عهدي على ديني على أرض تلاقيني أنا لأهلي أنا فدي.
These are good. The ones from Palestine are better though.